last week, the Nobel Prize organization, they announced the winner of the Peace Prize. The winner is an organization called Nihon Tengyo. Especially, this is a Japanese organization who helped those victims of the nuclear weapons. And they did not want to use nuclear weapons anymore. Therefore, they wanted to give peace to our people all over the world from the danger of nuclear weapons. So when I heard of this news, it reminded me of Christian life. Especially, there is one who gives peace to us in this world. So who is it? Yes, it's Jesus. Especially, we should remember Jesus once again. For example, let us read book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 6. Ready, go. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Prince of Peace. At the time, the prophet Isaiah proclaimed Jesus as a Prince of Peace. In other words, Jesus is our peace. He came to give his peace to us in this world. Especially today, you can find Jesus who gives peace to his people. Therefore, let us meditate on passage. Let us meditate on peace and Jesus through the passage. So let us read John chapter 20 verse 20 one more time. Ready, go. Jesus said to them again, peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you. To begin with, let us find out the background of the passage today. At that time, it was on the evening of Jesus' resurrection day. Therefore, the resurrection, it might be good news for our people since Jesus has resurrected. However, it was not good news for Jesus' disciples. For example, let us read John chapter 20 and verse 19. Ready, go. On the evening of the day, the first day of the week, the doors being locked, where the disciples were for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said to them, peace be with you. Can you believe it? The disciples, they were feared of Jesus' resurrection. In other words, it was not good news for them, especially they were followers of Jesus. Therefore, the Jewish army, they might accuse them. They might kill them. In other words, the disciples, they were afraid of the Jewish authorities. That's why they locked the door and gathered together. They locked the door. Therefore, Jesus might be disappointed in them. In other words, Jesus might have rebuked them who hide themselves. Nevertheless, Jesus did not rebuke them, but rather Jesus encouraged them. He said that peace be with you. Can you say it together? Peace be with you. Likewise, Jesus said ordinary greeting, salutation to them. Peace be with you. Especially Jesus already knew how the disciples feared their circumstance. Therefore, Jesus wanted to comfort them. In other words, Jesus wanted to give his peace in their fearful hearts. However, there is more of it. For example, let us read John chapter 20 and verse 20. Ready, go. When he had said to this, he showed them his hand and his side. The disciples were glad when they saw the Lord. Can you believe it? Jesus showed his hand and his side. Of course, it must be a painful wound for Jesus. However, Jesus wanted to show his wounded part in order to make them believe in his resurrection. Therefore, Jesus was with his disciples after his resurrection. So let us remember this background. And now let us read our passage once again. So let us read John chapter 20 and verse 21. Ready, go. Jesus said to them again, "Peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you." First of all, Jesus appeared and repeated his greeting once again. Peace be with you. Likewise, Jesus wanted to give his peace once again to his disciples. Especially Jesus already had been with his people who were fearful people. For example, as you can see on the chart, Jesus had been with his people, appearing to Mary Magdalene, appearing to the disciples without Thomas in the passage today, and appearing to the disciples including Thomas, appearing to the Sea of Galilee. Of course, as we already knew that Jesus already appeared to his disciples on the evening of the resurrection day, but the disciples, they might be still fear of their circumstance. That's why Jesus wanted to repeat his greeting once again. Especially peace refers to shalom in Hebrew. So can you say together shalom? Shalom, yes. Likewise, Jesus wanted to give his peace, shalom, once again. However, Jesus did not just give peace to them. Especially Jesus proclaimed his purpose of the resurrection right after the greeting. The purpose of the resurrection. So what is the purpose of the resurrection? We can find the purpose on the passage today. He said that as the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you. Yes, Jesus did not just come to give peace, but rather Jesus wanted to send his people into the world. Even so I am sending you. Likewise, Jesus wanted to send his disciples into the world to tell of his resurrection and the gospel. However, Jesus did not only want his disciples tell of his resurrection and the gospel by words. To be specific, Jesus wanted his disciples to encourage them to live like Jesus as their role model. Live like Jesus. In other words, Jesus assured that when his disciples follow him, people will see Jesus through them. Therefore, Jesus wants his disciples to be a witness of Jesus. A witness of Jesus. Especially as Jesus gave his peace to his disciples, Jesus also wants them to give peace to other people. Therefore, Jesus was assured that his peace will overflow from his disciples to other people who were struggling with their circumstance. Likewise, Jesus wanted his disciples to share the gospel and give his peace to other people who are fearful. Especially this is also the same as the Great Commission. For example, let us read Matthew chapter 28 and verse 19. Read, go. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. At that time, Jesus encouraged his people to share the gospel with all of the world to other people. It was the same purpose as Jesus sent his disciples to the world in the passage today. Therefore, Jesus wants to send his disciples into the world. Furthermore, this is a confirmation of prophecy. For example, let us read book of Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 7. Ready, go. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news, who publishes peace, who brings good news of happiness, who publishes salvation, who say to Zion, your God reigns. At the time, the prophet Isaiah proclaimed the Messiah, Jesus, who published peace to other people, to the Israelites who were suffering. In other words, Jesus came to the world in order to share peace with other people. That's why Jesus wanted to use his disciples in order to share peace with others in the world. That's why Jesus sent his disciples into the world in the passage today. Jesus said to them again, peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you. So today, you meditate on Jesus once again. No matter how the disciples were feared, Jesus wanted to give his peace once again. Peace be with you. Also, Jesus wanted to send them out into the world. However, this story did not end yet, since it teaches us to live as Christians once again. Peace be with you. Can you say it together? Peace be with you. Yes, Jesus also gave his peace in our lives. No matter how we are fearful our circumstances are, Jesus always gives his peace once again in our lives. Peace be with you. Especially we can also find how God gave his peace to his people in the Old Testament. For example, let us read book of Numbers chapter 6 and verse 26. Ready, go. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Give you peace. At that time, God promised to give his peace to the Israelites who were struggling with their suffering. Especially the word peace used Hebrew term shalom, and it is the same as Jesus used it in the passage today. Likewise, God, Jesus, always wants to give his peace in our circumstance. So I have one question for everyone. So how can we have peace? Of course, Jesus gives his peace to us. However, there is a way to receive, to find his peace in our lives. Especially, there is a different way to receive and find peace between the world and the Christianity. Between the world and the Christianity. First of all, the world tells us to have a boundary to find peace in our lives. For example, Nora Top, who wrote Set Boundaries, Find Peace, who is a well-known New York Times bestseller, she mentioned the boundary. She said that boundaries will set you free. Likewise, she encouraged people to have their boundaries in order to set them free. Therefore, when they have boundaries, then they will find their peace in their lives. For example, she gave example for people who needed the boundaries. So these are the examples. You feel overwhelmed, you feel resentment to people for asking for your help. You avoid phone calls and interaction with people you think might ask for something. You make comment about helping people and getting nothing in return. You feel burnout. You frequently daydream about dropping everything and disappear. You have no time for yourself. Likewise, when you feel this example, you need to set your boundaries to find peace. Therefore, she encouraged people to have their own self-care by setting up their boundaries to find their peace, to receive peace. However, as a Christian, we should not focus on ourselves to find our peace. In other words, we should focus on Jesus, not us. For example, Andrew Murray, he mentioned the peace. He said that, "Oh Christian, do you want peace and rest? You must have Jesus himself." You must have Jesus himself. Likewise, he encouraged believers to have Jesus in order to receive peace in their lives. Likewise, we should have Jesus first. We should seek Jesus first in order to find and receive peace. Therefore, we should not focus on ourselves or just wait for peace, but rather we should find Jesus first in our lives. In other words, we should need Jesus, nothing else. We should need Jesus. So I have one question for everyone. Do you need Jesus? Do you need Jesus? Yes, we need Jesus. So let us continue to seek Jesus in our circumstance in order to receive his peace. Also, we should give peace to other people. So can you say to your neighbor this time? Can you say each other, ready, go? Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Yes, we are to take Jesus' place of peace in this world. In other words, we have a responsibility to share his peace in this broken world. Especially when Jesus used the word "send" in the passage today, he used Greek term "pampo," and when Jesus sent his disciples, he did not use a perfect tense, but rather he used a present tense in Greek verb. So it said that, "Even so I am sending you." Yes, it was a present tense. In other words, Jesus wants his disciples to continue to share peace in this world. Continue to share peace in this world. Especially this calling is for us. In other words, now it is our turn to share peace with other people in this world. God also sent us into this world to share the gospel and share peace with other people. Therefore, we should give peace to other people in our daily lives. For example, I want to share my story with you. While I was preparing the sermon last Thursday, I had a chance to talk with my friend on Facebook. At that time, I did not know why, but randomly, I sent this message to my friend, "Peace be with you." And amazingly, my friend was struggling with the circumstance. So she said that this message is so in time. Thank you. Yes, it was just simple words, right? Peace be with you. However, God used my simple word to encourage my friend. The reason why I share my story is because God also wants us to share peace with other people. Especially, we should be a witness of Jesus to other people by giving peace to them. Especially, we should live as peacemakers. Can you say together? Peacemakers. Especially Jesus also mentioned the peacemaker. So for example, let us read Matthew chapter 5 and verse 9. Go. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Likewise, as we are sons of God, we should live as peacemakers in this world. In other words, we should give peace and comfort to other people, those who are struggling with their circumstance. Therefore, we need to come closer to them first in order to share peace with them. God will use us to share His peace in our lives. Therefore, let us continue to practice and share His peace with other people. It might be simple words or simple action. However, when you reach out them, it will help them as I did. All we need Jesus who gives us peace. Peace be with you. Peace overflows. We are peacemakers. Can we do it together? Ready, go. All we need is Jesus who gives us peace. Peace be with you. Peace overflows. We are peacemakers. Amen.